Hey everybody, it's me, Anna. I wanted to talk to you all about mindful meditation. Um, Before we get into what mindful meditation is, it's actually a technique that you can practice on a daily basis to help perpetuate awakening, to help you shift frequencies, to help you understand yourself a little bit more. Um, what I'll talk about first is when we are doing everything that we can to shift ourselves into a new paradigm, we find ourselves lost, stuck, unsure. We have lots of doubt just because entering a new paradigm, a new frequency can be misleading, simply because you've never been in that direction before. So you don't know how to feel, you don't know what to expect to feel. In fact, a lot of us believe that when you go into a direction of shifting yourself, that you're supposed to feel at peace within and happy and have this kind of consistent theme of feeling, inner peace. And I think a lot of us get confused with the process, that the process of going into a new direction, a direction that is unknown to us before, a new frequency, is actually a direction that brings up all of our emotional blocks and mental blocks, physical and spiritual. You almost feel like you're going to spiral out of control. And so a lot of us believe that this out of control feeling is not going in the right direction of our authenticity, of having integrity with our convictions, with our new convictions, our new path. And so this often discourages us to continue going in that direction because we believe that it's an inauthentic direction, because you start to feel emotionally out of balance, physically out of balance, mentally out of balance, and spiritually out of balance. But actually, I want you to take special note and special care that this is actually part of that process. So to expect this to happen and to be open to it and to allow yourself to just feel everything that you're feeling. And this is where mindful meditation is very helpful. Mindful meditation is the art of understanding that everything that you're going through, all those spiraling out of control feelings, are normal and are part of this process, are part of the transformation. It's an indicator that you're in the authentic direction of self, of higher self. And to go in with intention of having the courage and the strength to continue moving in that direction, as scary as it is to face some of those things. If you do not face them, you cannot accelerate into the next frequency, into the next paradigm. You cannot break the old cycles and form new ones that are aligned. So mindful meditation is a tool that you can use to help you stay on track so that you don't give up on yourself, so that you don't become discouraged. What mindful meditation is, it's a way of a state of being. If you know what meditation is, which if you're going in this direction of aligning, then you definitely have been practicing meditation. That meditation, that theta state, that peaceful state, that calmness, that stillness that you get out of meditation, that connection, stopping your mind from overthinking, that is what's beautiful about meditation, about sitting down and making time in your day to sit with yourself. Mindful meditation is actually taking all of that and applying it to your daily tasks, your throughout your day, your routine, the people you talk to, the things that you do with your day. instead of just going through your day like you typically would, responding and reacting and perceiving in your usual ways, in your beliefs, in all the things that you've learned. What you want to do is be mindful about going through your day in that theta state, in that peaceful state, and having that stillness within, even in the middle of conversations with groups or people, even at work, even with your family, even with friends. This is going to help you achieve a new perception, and it's also going to help you see yourself more clearly in how you would typically react. Instead of typically reacting, mindful meditation is set there for you to question how I would typically react versus how I would mindfully react, or how I would typically perceive a situation. And instead, sitting there, and even if it takes you a moment, you're allowed to let the person know, I need a minute to sit and think about how I need to perceive this or how I need to react to this. You don't have to use those words, but you get my drift. And you sit and you sit with yourself before you react to the situation, before you give away your energy, before you give away your power. You sit with yourself and say, how can I mindfully perceive this situation or this conversation? Or even when you sit with yourself, and if you have some emotional or mental conflict that comes up in your day, you can sit with yourself for one moment and say, how can I perceive this differently? How can I react to this differently? How can I mindfully be in a state where I can shift my old ways and my old patterns into the new paradigm that I am striving to become, and that I am, and believe that you are those things, that you are in your new paradigm. You believe it, and you start to change it by going throughout your day by mindful meditation. So mindful meditation is a useful tool because it keeps you in that state of awareness at a constant, consistent level. And when you're changing frequencies, or you're attempting to change frequencies and vibration so that you're aligned with higher self, you have to apply yourself in a mindful way in every situation and every experience that you're in, regardless of how challenging it is, regardless of what kind of things it brings up for yourself. Going in and really changing your reaction mindfully is a backdoor to achieving higher self-connection, to achieving the direction that you're aligned to. It's about applying this throughout your day, and instead of just sitting with yourself during a meditation session and being aware of it, which is wonderful, it's about applying it throughout your day and taking that meditative state that you practice into your day, into your experience, into the challenges, and facing them face to face, eye to eye, and level with it throughout your day, so that you have the ability to shift your reactions and your perceptions at every given moment. So if you practice this, you will become more aligned, and you will become more clear with what you need to do within yourself to continue moving forward. And you will actually see that the challenges become kind of a game. It's kind of a fun game, and the challenges become exciting, and you welcome the challenges, and you take them in with your mindful heart, and you see that you are actually in control of everything. And this is where awakening and awareness becomes the forerunner in everything that you do, and it becomes a part of your nature. It becomes who you are, becomes how you act, it becomes everything that you've desired. It connects you to higher self so that you are making the decisions based on integrity, on alignment, so that you don't lose yourself throughout this very, I'll say, confusing process of ascension. Okay, well, that's my bit. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to contact me, message me, shoot me a question, anything. I'm open to it all. All right, I love you guys. Namaste.